Well, good. Excuse me. Good morning. This is Paul Romero with the Swiss Global Independent Business Owner Network Marketing Open Mastermind number 6. And you'll have to excuse me for 1 second. I'm just sending out some invitations here for anybody who wants to join in on us on this open mastermind session. And I have to say, oops, oh well. I have to say that I'm a little disappointed. This is number 6 in a series. I've been sending out some invitations for the last couple of weeks for anyone and everyone to come here and join in on this open mastermind session and take advantage of the power of a mastermind. And I don't know if you guys understand the value behind that. The mastermind session is designed to give you the opportunity to basically take advantage of someone else's, everyone else's, when we get more people on here, but to take advantage of, other minds. Because I tell you what, you're not that smart. You don't know everything. You know what? And when you bring up an idea, a concept, a thought, a plan, an interest, whatever it is, and that idea gets sent out and blends into other minds, there's going to be, it's a compounding factor. You sit in a room and you think, well, okay, if I do this, and then I do this, and then I do this, that should accomplish this, right? You bring another person into that room and you say, you know what? If I do this, and I do this, and I do this, I should be able to accomplish this. And the other person might say, well, have you ever thought about doing this and adding that in to the section? And you just might go, wow, I never thought of that. That's the power of the mastermind. And when you have multiple people all working in harmony towards the same goal, applying their minds, applying their thought process all to the same ideas, the same concept, the same result, the same whatever it is that you're looking to discuss, it's a compounding factor, because now you're looking at A, B, C, and D. Joe says, hey, what if you throw X in there? And you say, wow, that's awesome. And then what if Sally says, yeah, you know what? And with Joe's X, you throw in, 1 with that. And you're like, oh my gosh, look at this. And then, the next person looks at that and they say, hey, wait a second. After those two, where you got this next step down here, what if you add this in? Or what if you change that to look like this instead of like that? It's just, like I said, you're not that smart, okay? No offense. I'm not that smart either, but I at least am not afraid to admit it. I would love to have more of you here sharing ideas, helping grow each other's ideas. That's the purpose behind this open mastermind session. Bring whatever you want to the table and expand upon it with the use of other people's minds. You will be amazed at the quality of what comes out of that, because we're all going to be here, like I said, all with one purpose, and that's to help each other. And if we're all here to help each other, we're going to have great success in doing that. You're going to have amazing results. You're going to find new and completely different things that you never would have thought of on your own. And maybe you already do have your own mastermind. Maybe you've already got a core group of certain people with whom you hold your regular mastermind sessions with, and you brainstorm about ideas and concepts and plans and things that you're doing or things that you want to do or whatever. Let me just send one more. I saw John try to click in here. Maybe he lost the invite.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. You got no face. That's why I didn't know you were here. So anyway, the whole thing is, like I said, maybe you have your own little mastermind group and all that, but sometimes even your own mastermind group can sort of get into a rut. You all start thinking the same thing, and we are creatures of wanting to please others, and so maybe the ability to sort of think out of the box starts to go away a little bit because they get comfortable with knowing the fact that well, I kind of know what they want, and I kind of know what they want, and I kind of know what this person wants, and I kind of know what this person wants, and ultimately I kind of know what the goal is. So this crazy idea that I got, they're probably not going to like it, so I'm not going to bring it up. So even if you already have your own sort of masterminds, coming to a brand new group of creative thinkers, could potentially bring to light something brand new that your core people may have become a little bit too comfortable to bring to light themselves because of the situation. So that can happen. I'm not saying that that's how your mastermind is working. Maybe you guys are awesome. I hope you are. You don't need us here, but we just that's what this is all about. That's what the mastermind is all about. That's what the power of the mastermind is. And we're holding this hangout every Thursday so that you can come here for free without having to go out and find people who are thinking, are common thinkers of the same, with the same mindset and the same thought processes in some way, shape, or form as you, and are all working towards the common goal of being successful in business and share in the power of what these minds have going on, between these two things right here, and and like I said, just come here for free and take advantage of this. I mean, it's a great opportunity, and like I said, I'm a little disappointed that after 6 open mastermind sessions, and I know I've only been sending out invites now really for a couple, 2 or 3 weeks, but please, if you're watching right now, click in, join. Come on, let's talk about something. What do you think, John?
Good morning, Paul. No, I agree with everything you said. I apologize. I jumped in a little late here. This rainy morning here in Phoenix actually has just lulled me to sleep, and my alarm never went off, and I literally just woke up, opened the computer to see what time it was because my cell phone was dead, and alas, here we are. It's 8 o'clock in the morning already, and I literally just woke up about 5 minutes ago. So I'm a little groggy, but like what Paul just said right there, the power of the mastermind group is to share ideas and build upon your ideas with other people, and sometimes just having that energy and that power and that flow of multiple minds kind of talking about something, it begins to spark the imagination in a way that your imagination otherwise wouldn't be sparked by just the power of the group and the intention of the group, and just having people focusing in on sharing ideas. Well, it's a real powerful tool. So yeah, this is actually, like as Paul was saying, he's been holding these open masterminds, and this is actually the first time that I've joined in on one as well. So, and I wish that I didn't oversleep this morning, and I think I'd be a little bit sharper here and a little bit more prepared.
I'd rather have a groggy mind than no mind at all joining me with this mastermind here this morning. So it's better than nothing. I'll take it. And I got to say that your screenshot today, for some reason, is sort of eerie looking and dark. Oh wait, oh yeah, that's why, because you don't have any lights on. Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
This rainy morning on quite rainy morning on Phoenix this morning, and I tell you what, it feels a little tropical to me. That's why I got the little palm trees shirts on here this morning, because yes, it feels like a tropical morning, like I'm sitting on an island somewhere that I could walk out on my lanai and pull a papaya off the tree and slice it in half and have it for breakfast. I just have that feel this morning. It feels that way. So I just wanted to. I don't know. It's a good feeling this morning. It's a little different from what your average just lost. So anyway, and so what do we want to mastermind about today? like I said, I would like to actually, there's a good thing to mastermind about right there. My VA just popped in on online, so I have we had a little training session with her yesterday. John and I did in regards to doing. We've been doing some review and minor little errors, nothing big, just a few little oversights that she has been making. You know, a little bit regularly, not like like every fifth one or something like that. She's looking at a lot of data, so I mean, for 3 out of 100 to have made a slight mistake on something like that is not bad at all. And we added a couple little features that little piece of she can add into her research there to be able to potentially eliminate those mistakes. We did that on a Google Hangout. It was a private hangout. We didn't invite the public to view on that because, quite honestly, our information and what we have doing for her in regards to our business is a little bit proprietary information that we don't want to have going out to the world, but we did want to be able to have something recorded. And so what a great way to do that. It was right here on a Google Hangout, private Google Hangout. So, I mean, it's saved on YouTube, on my channel, where, we're the only ones who can see it. But yet, if I wanted to share that with somebody, if I wanted to give somebody a link, if I wanted to show somebody within our organization or something like that, maybe somebody that's going to take over that work or assist with that work, I can just say, hey, go here to this. Here's the link, watch this video, and that'll give you an idea of what to do. So, I mean, these are great tools. These Hangouts is a great tool because, we were able to do screen share, which was able to bring up the documents that we were looking at and, literally show her with the click of with a point of the cursor, what we're talking about, where we're looking at, so she could follow along at the same time, looking at. We've tried doing instant messaging and Skype and things like that for some training sessions and whatnot with her. And man, it can go slow. It can take forever. And yes, John and I do a lot of talking. So yesterday did go on for, well, it went for about an hour and a half, but unfortunately, John was kind of leading the show yesterday, and he had sort of an emergency phone call that took up about 25, 30 minutes before we could get started. So realistically, it was about an hour-long training session. We probably could have cut that down, being a little more direct to the point. We weren't 100% prepared with our material as what we were going to show her and whatnot. So we probably could have cut that down to maybe 45 minutes, with a good high quality content, getting right to the point, being a little more clear and concise, like a 45-minute training session. And like I said, have it all recorded on a Hangout sitting there for us to be able to utilize at any point in time in the future. So this is a great tool. A VA is also a great tool. I don't know if any of you guys are using virtual assistants in your business, but it is a powerful tool, an inexpensive way to get so tasks, especially if they're online kind of a task. Anybody anywhere in the world could do this for you. A simple little training session, and boom, they're on their way. I would highly recommend that you don't just train them once and let them go, that you go back in there every once in a while, check on their work, see what they're doing, follow up, run through it yourself a little bit to what they're doing, et cetera, and so on, and correct and continue if need be. But the VA and the Google Hangouts, I just want to throw that out there, a couple of great tools that you can utilize in your business for a lot of different things. Hey, you're back.
I am back. Yeah, my computer battery died. I was scrambling around trying to find a cord. These Google Hangouts are an awesome tool, Paul, and the awesome thing about them is that they're free. And I caught on there where you were talking about how you can use these as a compilation and use this ability to do these free hangouts with people all over the world, and training sessions with people all over the world, and actually compile these, and they're all on YouTube to watch at any time in the future. They're all like, digitally stored in the cloud in that web atmosphere, and you can use that to literally piece together or edit into place a training video from these, which is another tool, and that's awesome. The one thing though it does do, I notice, is if I'm not plugged in, it like instantly kills my battery for whatever reason, being on these hangouts. So that's what happened here. That's why I dropped off. And also, Paul, you mentioned the power of the virtual assistant, which Paul and I utilize one for our real estate business, and we, for a very low cost, literally buying back hours upon countless hours of your time utilizing one of these assistants. So, there's a book out there called Guerrilla Marketing. I can't, and I'm sorry, my mind is just still a little slow this morning, and I can't think of the author, but it's a pretty popular book. Say it again?
J. Conrad Levinson.
Levinson. Okay, that's what I was thinking, and I didn't want to say the wrong thing. So, but it's all about ways of marketing your business for little to no costs, and so that's kind of what I think Paul tapped into here. Like I said, I had dropped off the call here for a minute, but like virtual assistants can be used for your marketing of your business as well as these Google Hangouts. So I think they're great tools as well.
Yeah, I was just I actually wasn't quite sure where I was going to be going with this morning. Like I said, still waiting for others to come in with talk about, I come coach, but just this said, Kate is Austin online, and that just gave me the idea to throw that fact that we, and with the VA, online, virtually, through a Google Hangout, have it recorded. It's there for posterity. We can use that. We don't have to go do it over and over and over again ourselves. We got to do it. Just say, here, go watch that video, and boom, training's over. I have to send an email with a link in it, and boom, I'm done, right? And I got somebody over there who sees exactly what we're talking about, can see that, and then if they have any questions, they can come back, ask a couple questions, give them a couple answers, and you're on to the next thing in your day that you have to do. So guerrilla marketing, like John says, is an awesome book. A lot of free and inexpensive ways to market a business, free and inexpensive ways to run your business. So that's a couple of items aren't aware here about them, but maybe you haven't really thought about the power that you can utilize them. So just wanted to throw those ideas out there this morning.
Yeah, you know what, too, being involved with a network marketing business, too, is, listen, we all know that our jobs, our 9-to-5s, aren't taking us to the promised land, and it takes a lot of our time and takes away a lot of our personal freedom. As Paul was talking about on the phone call on today's Wednesday. On Monday,
today's Thursday.
The whole thing we've been talking about. Oh, today's Thursday. Yesterday was Wednesday. See, I'm not used to being here on the Thursday mornings. I usually just do Friday hangouts. So we have been talking about, one of the ways to talk about Swiss Gold Global is to invite a friend on a vacation. And basically that is just to initiate a conversation about the lack of time, freedom, and money that they have, right? Well, on to this conversation we're having about guerrilla marketing and inexpensive ways to promote and train people for your business through the use of the Hangouts, having a virtual assistant, and how you can train them. And, I just mentioned the fact that a virtual assistant can literally be trained to do things that you're doing in your business, to take those things off your plate and give you back some more of your time freedom. I think one of the great things about network marketing is that for most people that network marketing appeals to have very little time, very little money. That's what we were trying to talk about with this whole idea of inviting somebody on a vacation, to use that as a way to introduce them to this, is that being part of network marketing in itself has a very, very low cost of entry. I mean, it costs virtually nothing. There's a cost involved to getting involved with Swiss Gold Global, but it's really insignificant compared to the power that you are now buying into. I mean, you're literally an independent business owner with Swiss Gold Global for $200. And the way you market Swiss Gold Global, the way you go out there and bring people into a network marketing business in general, costs nothing but a little bit of your time. And you open your mouth, you get out of your comfort zone, you open your mouth, you talk about the business, and voila, suddenly you have a new prospect joining your organization. And that's why companies actually use the network marketing business model, is because it's a kind of like a guerrilla marketing tactic, if you will, because they're not having to spend their money on a ginormous marketing campaign to have commercials on TV or ads in magazines or putting ads all over Google Ads, and different websites. No, it's the people in the organization marketing the product to their friends, their family, and the people they encounter on a daily basis. So, I mean, network marketing itself, to me, is a form of guerrilla marketing, if you will, because there's really no cost to I mean, you can spend money on marketing, and probably I would encourage people to do so, but you don't have to spend a dime. You just need to talk to people, share the concept, share the business, share the idea, share the model, share the system, and that doesn't cost anything to do. And actually, when we get through all these napkin presentations and you're excited about this, you'll really just, it's not work at all. It's a lot of fun, and it's very rewarding and easy to talk about this business. So I just wanted to throw that in there, Paul, that we're on this subject of guerrilla marketing and free and expensive ways to promote your business, and what better way to get into a business that's basically free, but then a network marketing business with a low cost of entry, and you don't even need a marketing budget to get started.
Yeah, $200 you could blow on a pair of tennis shoes and a couple of video games or a night out, and you could start up a business that can be paying you, in not a very long time, $200 a day instead of you blowing $200 a day. And I'll tell you what, well, $200 a day, that'd be what, $6,000 a month? That's about where you want to be, right? $6,000 a month. $200 a day? No. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, no, guerrilla marketing and network marketing. I would agree. Never really thought about it before, John, but you could say that they are one in the same, guerrilla marketing and network marketing, especially when you look at the fact that the companies, the organizations that utilize network marketing in their business, like you say, the big advantage to them is that they don't have to put out a whole bunch of money towards a monstrous marketing campaign to advertise their products and services, all over the country or the world or wherever, because they have you. You go out there, you paid them $200 to begin with for the right to be able to go out there and market their product for them.
No.
And direct sales. And once again, I want to definitely clarify the difference between direct sales and network marketing is because, direct sales, you have to be out there actually selling the product. One sale equals one-time pay, and boom, you're done. Got to go sell again and again and again and again. You got to keep continuing to sell, whereas in network marketing, you're not really selling anything. What you're doing is you're building an organization. You're inviting more people into your organization. Now they have to be a participant or a user of the product or service that you're utilizing. So, I mean, obviously they have to be interested, and that's why all you really have to do is just introduce them to what you're doing. And if they're interested and if they like it, they become a part of it, and your organization grows, and you make money, and they make money, and the people above you make money, and the company makes money, and that's all you're doing is just bringing more people into the organization who like and are excited about your product and service, and or the network marketing platform itself in becoming an independent business owner and doing the same thing as you and inviting and bringing more people into the organization. So that's what's so cool about it is like John says, you don't have to have a marketing budget. You're just talking to people. You're just talking about what you're doing. I mean, when you talk to a friend, what do you guys usually talk about? Don't you usually talk about what you're doing? Hey, what have you been doing, John? I mean, isn't that a popular question? What you been doing lately, John? I mean, isn't that one of the first questions you ask anybody you see? I mean, it's a perfect opportunity. Oh, well, hey, I started a new business. Boom. They're inviting you to tell them. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, true. It's that simple. Yeah, I never really, I guess for some reason, never really made the connection until this morning how network marketing is guerrilla marketing. I think that that's kind of testimony to the power of the mastermind, just sharing ideas, talking about things with other people and hearing their perspective and generating that energy actually sparks your mind to new ideas and gets you to help, gets you thinking outside the box. So that's pretty awesome there. And yeah, I mean, it really is so easy to build an organization. I mean, and when I say easy, I don't mean that it happens overnight and that you're going to build an organization and in 30 days you're going to be a millionaire, getting $1 million passive income. I'm not going to say that's impossible either. It really depends on the person involved. But I say it's easy, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't take work, and it doesn't take a lot of work. I mean, it's easy in the sense that all you're doing is just talking about your business and showing people the products and the service and introducing them to the business system, which is fun and easy. But it does take work. It does take time. You got to actually get out there and pick up the phone and call people and invite them out to lunch. Go to those lunches or meetings or a coffee or however. I like to invite people out to Starbucks. I like that whole environment over there, or to a coffee shop. I'm not advocating like Starbucks over some other little coffee shop. I just say I like the coffee shop environment because to me there's a legitimacy to it. I mean, I go down to the local Starbucks right here, and it's like my third office. I have my office space at my office, then I have my little space at home that I utilize as my home office, and then my little office away from my office is like a Starbucks. I just like the energy in there. I like the crowds of people. I like the opportunity that, hey, I'm sitting there in Starbucks, and this is another way you can do guerrilla marketing. And I think I should give kudos to Paul on this one, because on the back of his computer, what does it say on the back of your computer, Paul? Something about owning your life. I was just about to ask you. I'm like, can you turn your computer around so I can read it? But that wouldn't work.
Well, if I had one of those new flip things that they separate. Oh no, it still wouldn't work either because it'd still be on the back side of the screen.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I was like, hey Paul, can you turn around your computer? Let me see the back of your computer. But
well, actually, you know what? No, that's not what it says. Here's an old one that I had on the back of it. Just a goofy thing that I had on the back of my computer at one time, but now, hey, want more? Just ask. You know what I mean? What it says now is it says it's like a little acronym. It says freedom going down this way, and freedom being uh, I gotta look. Oh yeah, freedom being financial resiliency. Um, God, I can't even think of it. Okay, one more time. Financial resiliency, effectively eliminating decisions of money.
I like it.
Right? And then it says the American dream lives at, or no, then it says do you have it? Do you want it? The American dream lives at, and I leave it off. I don't put anything on the at because that's like inviting the question. The American dream lives at what? And for me, my answer to that is the American dream lives you know right here, lives in your mind.
Mine. And the reason I brought that up, Paul, is because that's a form of guerrilla marketing, and we're talking about like you utilizing a Starbucks as an office or a place to invite prospects or people you're training down to. Is when Paul's working there at the Starbucks and he's got his computer open, he's working, he's got his little sign on the computer. It's almost like a little advertisement, and we met. He met a really interesting guy who's into network marketing at the Starbucks simply because the guy asked Paul what that meant. And so it opens the door to people and it begs an invite. So that's one other little tactic of guerrilla marketing that works. Just being in a Starbucks itself and being in those crowds of people, it's not too difficult because you're sitting there all day to take a break from your work, look up from your computer, and you got a room full of prospects just sitting there drinking coffee and getting pepped up on caffeine. I mean, they're already getting in a positive, upbeat mood, so all you got to do is just start the conversation. So that's another way to get out there is, when you have a home-based business or the ability to do your work remotely, like Paul and I have that ability. Do it, don't coop yourself up in your house or your office. Venture out into the streets and find a nice place that serves coffee and has a Wi-Fi and do business from there. And then you've got a room full of people coming in and out throughout the day. And actually, I'm thinking of a challenge here to issue next week after we get through the next napkin presentation tomorrow. So I'm going to keep this one quiet.
Nice.
But I've got the Starbucks challenge coming up on Monday next week.
Nice. Well, you know what? It doesn't have to be a Starbucks either. I mean, it could be a taco stand or a burger stand or something like that. I mean, it could be your favorite little spot along the the boardwalk or the beach or something. I mean, anywhere where people gather on a regular basis where you can just kind of hang out. Anything like that. It could be in a park on a weekend or something like that. I mean, you could do this anywhere you want. And, I mean, think about this. What is one of the first questions that anybody, strangers, will always ask each other? What is one of the first questions that you would you say, John, that strangers will always ask each other within, like, the first 3 questions of talking to somebody? Hey, how you doing? My name's Paul.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. But what's one of the questions? What's a question you think they would ask?
Well, most people I run into, a stranger, be like, just what you said, like, hey, how you doing? I'm not sure. I'm not thinking of the third question, and I'll probably go, oh, duh, when you give it to me.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you do?
Okay, yeah.
They're going to ask you what you do. I mean, right? They're going to extend the invitation to you, just like I was just talking about a minute ago with the heck, I don't even know what we were talking about, but the same thing. Where the person is going to ask you, or no, when you're talking with friends or family or something, and one of the first questions that just a general conversation, friends or family or whatever that you're talking to, coworkers or something, or somebody you haven't seen in a while, whatever. they're always going to ask you, hey, what's been going on? What have you been doing, right? First thing that strangers inevitably always ask each other. And I mean, this could be at a networking group or on the streets. It doesn't matter where you're at, but I guarantee you the question is going to come out of that person's mouth that says, "Oh, what do you do?" You know, they're going to ask you. They're going to invite you. They're going to give you an invitation to tell them about your network marketing business. So the challenge that John's going to issue on Starbucks challenge, I already know what it is. So I don't. He hasn't told me anything yet. I have no clue what it is, but quite honestly, but I think I have a general idea because I kind of know how he thinks, and you know, we both have a sort of a common goal and mindset when it comes to our Cisco Global business. So, and we're both working together. That was another thing I wanted to throw out there was the fact that we're both working together, utilizing these Google Hangouts as a training tool, so that you know, we can have, you know, the people that we bring into the organization, that we sponsor into the organization, give them a place where, you know, you're not always going to be able to you know, spend all the time that you need to be able to spend, or want to be able to spend with your prospects, especially at first when you're getting started, because obviously, you know, you're transitioning from a shit life of having a job, pardon my French, to the good life of not having a job and having, you know, financial freedom. So you still have to work. Your time is still strapped. You're doing this on the side. You don't have the ability to spend all the time you want to with the people that you're inviting into your organization. So we're using this Google Plus tool to create a whole, just a wide variety, you know, of training tools, so that you know, we bring somebody into our organization who can only work this part time. They say, well, hey, great, listen, you know. Spend the time that you can with your prospect and whatnot, but in the meantime, have them go here, have them watch these videos. There's some great information about mindset. There's some great information about the actual process. You know, hey, they can start with number 60 and get right into watching our, you know, run through of the actual training program, the manual that we use, so they can just like get immediate lessons. So our sponsors don't actually have to be there 100. So we're using this tool to make something that's going to make the lives of the people that we bring into this organization just that much easier. And I don't even know what led me into that conversation there, but so I'm just saying, well, that you know, we're working. John and I are working together with this business. So yeah, where he's taking this challenge, I pretty much have a good idea of what it is already, and I just want to say that you know, it just this type of a business, network marketing, is so simple because it really comes down to just one thing. It's all about just talking to people. That's it. And every conversation that you get into, the other person is most likely going to give you an invitation to tell them about, for you to tell them about your business and what you're doing. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than that. You don't have to try to sell them on anything. They're going to ask you.
That's exactly right. It's an awesome business model. Geez, I had like 5 thoughts going on in my head there while Paul was talking, and now it's my turn to throw some ideas out there, and somehow my mind just emptied. I don't understand that. You know, like I said, this is a strange morning for me because I did wake up at 6 because I woke up, looked at the time, and I was going to go hiking this morning, and the rain, and I'm like, you know what? I love the rain, so I do some of my best thinking just sitting quietly listening to the rain outside, and I fell back to sleep and literally woke up at 8:03, looked at the time, and jumped on this hangout. I'm starting to get my faculties back up and running here. But what I was going to say about the Starbucks challenge that Paul probably knows what it is. It's basically, there's going to be a little bit more to it than this, but it's about opening your mouth to strangers. I mean, and in a way that's you know, you're not making, there's no, you know, people go, oh my God, he's going to have issuing a challenge to talk to strangers. It's in a friendly, casual way, a non-business-like, non-salesman kind of a way to initiate a conversation, which may or may not lead to talking about your Swiss Gold Global business. But this challenge is going to be something that can help you in all areas of your life, really. Just getting out there and talking to strangers with a script, talking to a stranger out there with a plan, pre-planned questions. You'll see how easy it is to actually break out of your comfort zone and talk to people. Because I know for a lot of people that are new into network marketing, coming into this might be the very first time in your life that you're owning your own business. And it's confusing, it's scary at first, and that's what your upline is all about. And that's what I wanted to say. Actually, I'm glad that I came onto this. You know, Paul keeps mentioning that me and him are working together. Well, we're working together really with all the people that are in our Swiss Gold Global organization, the people down the line and the people up the line. And that's the beauty, and that's where when you come on board with your sponsor into a network marketing model, they should have a plan and a system in place that they themselves are utilizing, hence the way they found you. And, you know, their duty, you know, Paul and I's duty is to kind of hold your hand and teach you this business and walk you through and show it to you how to build your organization. Because by us working together with you and building yours, that's building ours. And that's another awesome thing about this business is you're in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself.
That's exactly what sponsoring is the fact that, you know, we're making a commitment to the people that we're bringing aboard that we're going to teach them exactly how we do this business, exactly how this business works, everything about it from A to Z, from accounting to talking to people. I mean, all about it. You know, that's what sponsoring is, opposed to recruiting of a direct sales business where you're just like, hey, come check out this business, sign up, good luck, see you later.
Right, exactly. Not all direct sales marketing businesses are like that. A lot of them, some of them, I don't know about a lot of them, if you've got a good person that introduced you the product and said, hey, you could get into and sell these products, here's how I do it, let me help you, that's kind of great. But the thing with the direct sales marketing why I'm involved in Swiss Gold Global over a direct marketing business, say like a Mary Kay or an Avon, is that you have to be constantly making sales in order to make money, whereas with a network marketing business such as this that offers to people a membership website as one of the benefits of, you know, one of the things you get, well, there's a monthly residual now. There's a monthly passive income now. So if I get somebody, you know, involved in Swiss Gold Global, once they join up, I get my initial bonus, and then each month I get a passive income from them renewing their membership. And most people, when they get involved with Swiss Gold Global, how we buy the products, the gold and the silver, and what the membership benefits are, you know, the trainings and the access to these amazing mentors on our online, on your home-based website, and then of course you have a business that you can go and promote for as the low cost of $50 a month. Well, I get a little, you know, passive income. And most people that join Swiss Gold Global are probably going this because of the basic tenets of the product here are going to be sticking around for a very long time. This company will be around for a very long time. And it's more than just the membership website. I do want to point that out, but I don't want to get into the conversation today about what Swiss Gold Global is. I just am pointing out the difference between direct sales and network marketing with the residual income ability, and that we're not in business by ourselves, and that your team, your upline, the people who sponsored you in, and the person above your sponsor, they're there to train you and hold your hand and make you a success in this business, because that's what we want to do. Everyone we bring in, are what we call the gold ships, and most of you probably know what that is by now, but the newer ones, newer people in the organization, probably don't know what we mean by gold ship, but you will learn that from us because we're going to be going through the Own Your Life plan chapter by chapter. You know, your gold ships, you want to turn all your prospects into gold ships, because when they're out there closing business and bringing in new recruits and bringing in new sponsorees, that makes me successful. I'm not successful unless the people that I sponsor are successful. That's what I love about this business. It's a motivational thing for me to learn how to become a teacher and a trainer. And we're not selling. We're teaching and training and sharing. And there's a difference there. So, I mean, I know our minds might seem like, I feel like I'm all over the place today, but I think that's kind of what a mastermind really is to get a whole bunch of ideas flowing through your head. So, again, back to the power of the mastermind.
Yeah, one of the things that you said, John, is like, okay, you know, here's an interesting thing. This is what's cool about network marketing, right? Most in direct sales, right? You're going to go out, you're going to try to sell your product to somebody, right? You're going to have one of two things happen, and you going in, you've got a 50-50 chance. They're either going to like and buy, or they're not going to like and they're not going to buy, right? I mean, what else can happen there, right? That's about it, right? So you got a 50-50 chance of success with each and every person that you approach and talk to. Network marketing, you've actually got a 66, a 2/3% chance of being successful, because you're going to have either A, somebody who's going to be interested in your product or service, B, somebody who is interested in the business opportunity that you are bringing to the table, or C, somebody who obviously is not interested at all. So you've got 2 out of 3 possibility there of having success with each and every person that you talk to. So that's a nice little plus too. I mean, having that kind of an advantage of being able to talk to people and knowing that, you know, hey, I got a 2 out of 3 chance bringing this person into the organization, either as a member or as a business owner. And either way, like John said, for instance, John brought me into the business. You know, somebody brought John into the business, and somebody brought that person into the business, just to give you a little bit of an upscale thing there. But John brought me into the business, and as long as I stay in, and as long as I continue making my monthly membership payment, John gets paid every month. Every month. And the person above him gets paid every month, and the person above them get paid every month, and the person above them get paid every month. And that's as far, it goes farther. But you get the idea. As long as I stay here, as long as I like it, as long as I'm still using it, as long as I'm still a part of it, John's getting paid. And when I bring you into the business, or if I sign you up as a member, as long as you stay in it, as long as you're still working your business, as long as you're still using the product and service, either way and or both, every month, I'm going to get paid. And John's going to get paid. Somebody above John's going to get paid. Somebody above John's going to get paid. And that's how your organization grows, because the more people, you know, then I bring you in, and then you start inviting your friends. And that's the fun thing too, is, you know, there isn't just one straight path to go down, because if I bring, you know, John's here, right, and he brought me in, and I'm going to take this business to the people I know, and then he brings you in over here, and you're going to take this business to the people you know. It's going to go off in 2 separate directions. You know, it's not like you and I are both going down a parallel path competing for competition. You know, competition against each other, competing for, you know, prospects and people to come into the business. We're going down our own separate paths, and it's all up to us as to where we're going to take it. So, you know, the world is wide open. You can take it wherever you want. So that's what's really cool about it. It can explode so quickly, and like John says, we're looking for the gold ships. You know, I mean, you might bring in, you know, this is you, and you might bring in 5 people, right? Well, out of these 5 people, maybe only this guy right here is the one who really explodes and brings in a whole lot, much more people, and these other 4 don't do anything. Well, hey, no big deal. Guess what? You got 1 gold ship out of the deal. You go out and you bring in 5 more, and you get 1 gold ship out of that, and you just keep doing that until you have your 5. But anyway, that's just sort of how network marketing works, and I just got excited about that, while you were talking there, that, you actually have a 2 out of 3 chance with each and every person that you talk to be successful. That's pretty awesome. pretty good odds.
Great odds. I think that if you're enthusiastic about the business and excited about what you do, and you see the value in the products and the services of the business, and you're out there sharing it, why wouldn't why wouldn't you have success? You're going to get some no's. You're going to get some people that maybe aren't interested in being your gold ship, but maybe they're just interested in being a user of the product. And one of the things, too, about that makes me feel good about network marketing and the product I chose to go into business for is that I believe that because of the network marketing model itself, businesses don't have to have a budget for marketing because it's the people and the organizations that people build that are marketing the product. They actually typically have superior products to your traditional way, your traditional business who do their traditional types of marketing, because they can take the money they're not spending on the marketing and they can actually put that money back into developing superior products. So that's another great thing, and we have actually access to very superior gold and silver at wholesale prices, and the ability to store that gold and silver in a vault in Switzerland. And literally, to me, I look at my Swiss Gold Global account as a bank account backed by gold and silver. Or we could take physical delivery of beautiful gold and silver products that carry a high, when you go to resell them, carry a higher premium because of the prestige of the company that's minting the gold and mining the gold and silver and what's the word? Processing it into the medallions and the gold bars and the coins and stuff for us. So we have access to superior products at wholesale prices that outside of Swiss Gold Global, you can't get these products unless you're a major institution. And again, you can't get access to these products outside of Swiss Gold Global simply because it's not available to you. And like I said, these are products that this particular company, Aero Haggis, you should Google them, look them up, deal only with large buying institutions, not individual people that are only able to afford a couple grams or a couple ounces a month. So we have access to superior products that we normally wouldn't have. And that's the point I'm trying to make that's awesome about network marketing too, is that the companies are able to put more money into their product development or creating a system to give people access to a great product that they normally wouldn't have because they don't have to waste money on marketing, on a marketing budget.
Let me just clarify for anybody who might want to listen back for that name. I don't think it's Aero Haggis. I think it's Argor Haraeus. So just in case.
Argor Haraeus. All right. Yeah.
Just in case anybody wants to listen back to that name and go Google it, you might want to try Googling the correct, what you heard instead.
Did I swap the G?
Yeah.
The other one, Aero Haggis. He's right.
Yeah, I think that's isn't that like a British dish or something? Aero Haggis.
I think it's my ex-girlfriend's name.
So anyway, we've been here talking today about Swiss Gold Global a little bit, a lot about network marketing, relating guerrilla marketing to network marketing, talking about some guerrilla sort of tools that you can use for your business in Google Plus and VAs. Once again, I want to finish out by inviting everyone out there who's watching today, who sees this video at any point in time, come join us. This is an open mastermind. All are welcome. Bring your thoughts, your ideas, your concerns, your problems, your desires. I mean, whatever it is that you want to talk about, business related. And I'm just not talking about, the nuts and bolts of business, theory, concepts, whatever. Anything that you want to talk about, mindset. We're big, strong believers that mindset is probably the #1 most important aspect to your business success. So bring it on. Bring it here. Let's talk about it. Let's toss around some ideas. Let's get this mastermind fired up and working for you to bring you some more power to whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. And I just want to extend that invitation again. Every Thursday morning, 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, USA. We invite you from all around the world. English speaking would probably be a little bit of a plus, but you know, if you don't speak English, come on anyway. We don't care. We might have a hard time talking, but come on in. Like I said, this is open to anybody and everybody. This is a place to share and take advantage of a mastermind session utilizing the thoughts and ideas that come from other people's heads, because once again, I'm going to say it one more time, you just ain't that smart to know it all, okay? You know, get some help. Get some ideas from other people. It's awesome. You won't even, you'll be blown away where it'll take you. And with that, I'm going to let John get in a final word here and say goodbye to all of you out there and throw a little bit of invite to come join us, me, whoever's here, and have a closing thought, John.
Well, my closing thought is this. There's power in numbers, and I'd love to I'm going to start participating in these masterminds regularly. This is the first time I've been here, but I'd love to have more people join in, so that invitation is out there. I mean, this is kind of Paul's mastermind, but I'm going to throw the invite because I'm going to be on here regularly to anybody that's out there that happens to even stumble upon this, to please, yeah, come join us. And you know, even if you're not in network marketing and you've got some ideas about network marketing and you got concerns, or you want to challenge stuff that Paul and I are talking about here, well, I invite you people too. I want everybody to come on here and let's just share ideas and build our mindsets and see where this thing goes. And I'm very excited to have people come on board and just see where different people's minds are and what different ideas people have. And if they want to challenge Paul or myself, I will embrace the challenge. So I'm excited to see what these mastermind hangouts can turn into. I invite everybody to join them at any time on a Thursday between 8 and 9 a.m. And with that, I think I'll close this out, Paul, with O Universe. I ask not for more riches, but for more wisdom with which to make better use of the riches given to me at birth through the power to control and direct my own mind to whatever ends I may desire. So we'll see you here tomorrow, Paul, because we're going to be hanging out again. Talking about napkin presentations and Chapter 3 of the Swiss Gold Global Own Your Life Plan Training Manual.
Yep, that's our Swiss Gold Global Network Marketing Independent Business Owner Network Marketing Training tomorrow at same time, same place, same bat channel, 8 a.m. But I also want to just add one last thing because, yeah, John extended the invitation to others, and I want to say, too, that it doesn't have to be about network marketing. If you are, and you don't have to be a business owner, okay? I mean, if you're in, a florist shop or auto mechanic, or if you're a manager of a business, if you're an employee of a business, if you are, if you have an idea about starting a business, if you are the owner of any kind of a business, brick and mortar business, retail, sales, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. All ideas business related can be tied in, and network marketing ideas can be tied into, regular business, and there's a whole plethora of concepts out there that can be, discussed here, and we're open to any discussion whatsoever. So with that, again, 8 a.m. Thursdays, open mastermind. Come and join us, have some fun, get some brilliant ideas, and